Mema obi biara akwa babiem edeba Odeneho TV so unya subscribe here dia mesrew na wa subscribe no like no share video yi ede ama wunya no no so enya bi ahwe na busua Chief Justice Torkono ni suspension no na eguso ayetwa ne ho na final case o makwa final no na chese enya asemkito na NP for Otafu constituency na chese friend no Honorable Vincent Eko Asefua na wetimi ede ne lawyer akwakọ piem court on Supreme Court na chese akwakọ tenase na bobo nsem no ho no chesintinu ekwan John Dramani Mahama efa so edi Chief Justice Torkono efi ne office no ense enya kwanpa bia na ofa so edi unifisi se wambo Torkono amane ansa na suspend no na chese enya asemkito na busua ßack case we no ometimi akwakotena se na Honorable Vincent Ako Asefua ne lawyer ugine ma no efre no Godfred Yeboa Odame na chese no so ekotik ekoje report ahoro na efi honum de baaye na obi ete asem no ebusuafo ne hu edwiri ne yepa na chese no so de nsem ahoro na ebeto abonten na after na obi de nsem abeto abonten no Vincent Asefua enso de ne de baaye na chese na ono so kire na adwen na mensa wo mrani yankoti obi ne nsema ode to abonten no na ewia ya kwakoti Honorable Vincent so de a ode beka ho
yes the page mama me na ini Honorable akwa abete sen
obi
bibi aboko
no we brutal we brutal
yeah I mean it is tested the limit of our constitution.
Absolutely. I mean, lawyers there. At every point in time, when you see a lacuna in the law, I mean, that is why we went to the law school.
Sure.
For the sake of posterity, so that in future we will all be governed as to how some of these issues will have to be tackled, especially when we have a constitution that has lived for over 20 years. We need a review, in the absence of that, it is only case law that can fill the lacunas that we have. What I was expecting in court, that's not what I got. 3-2 is okay. It tells you, say, at least.
But that gives hope for a review. And
absolutely.
And what takes a decision? No?
Well,
and I'm going to train full judgment.
May train full judgment. But you see, for two judges of the Supreme Court to see potency in our argument suggests to me that we have a case. I don't think I would drag my feet at all in having a review of the matter. And the SC court, well, as a lawyer, I would say is Emrana Akasa. And as an officer of the court, I have no doubt in my mind to impugn any other meanings into whatever has happened there, even though given an opportunity and probably even on another platform, I have my own say. But when we got to the court, our first strategy was for us to see the bench. Because if you remember, the initial composition of the bench, was having Marietta chairing. And having people like Asidu and the others, even Kolindi Dems were all not part of the initial panel. No. Until when we got to the court, Yakasa court rise, then I saw a different constitution of the panel. I was surprised. And the biggest surprise to me was to have the acting CJ himself also sitting on the matter.
As the chair
of the panel.
But no, Mubusa, I said, were you reasonably expecting the same panel when you have a member of that initial panel as part of the committee probe CJ issues?
I said, no, argument and I said, the president ought to have known that judge is a member
of the panel.
Absolutely. The president cannot take off a panel a matter, because that is what in its terms why one way or the other the president sought to take off Asiedu from the panel. And it is argument say and not right because a panel has already been constituted.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Panel na constituted. Applications have been filed, responses have been given from the AG and what have you. It is my considered opinion. Say you started hearing. And as a matter is properly before the court.
Yes.
Especially when you had the judges, as it were, listening to both parties. It is only at the time where age, Ebeka say, oh, or more conference, we need the please stand the matter down. And they did so sinidai.
Yeah.
In Tisiaba, the next court data, it is my expectation that the same panel was said. Even if a CEDU any court bench in this one, then a CEDU will have to be replaced. That was what I was expecting.
Yes.
Even though I do not even think that the CEDU should have been replaced, because the CEDU was part of the panel. In any case, the CEDU should not be part of the committee, because the panel had already been constituted to include a CEDU to hear the matter. So that was me believe at the time. Anna, if you say who say na acting CJ, I say me say for because directly or indirectly, you are a beneficiary of whatever is happening, because you can't say suspended CJ, una acting CJ,
yes.
Una
by constitutional injunction.
Yes.
And now they are president, they are appointing as a acting CJ. It is the issue of benefit, and that's what the Deputy Attorney General counter argument. They say you don't have to see that acting CJ role as a role.
Personal benefit. In fact, he said the personal benefit.
Absolutely.
It is my considered opinion that when we say that justice will have to be done, or justice will have to be seen to be done, not only to be done. Mini Sija can see we can come transfer. You know why? Because let the Ghanaian people see and believe that indeed justice is going to be done. Especially when you know that there are a lot of judges who are capable, like yourself, to sit on the matter. Here in 2012, and I'm using this as an example even before I come to practical case laws that deals with this matter similarly as we stated in court. In 2012 election petition, and I am not saying said this is an exact thing that happened. Election petition, Georgina Wood, she was the CJ at the time.
Yes.
Remember, she was appointed by President Kufuor. President Kufuor's party was the New Patriotic Party. It was the New Patriotic Party that had come to court to say, yes, you know, and now the papa, and this is where we are. And Tiba declares a winning elections. So it is not necessarily about the constitutionality, but the fairness of it. To appear and to let people know, say, indeed, what is happening is fair and just. And that is how come, in my estimation, the woman decided not to sit on the matter, rather empaneled other members to sit on the matter. You know, so beyond to me, I say just Georgina Wood, President Kufuor now appointed no bani be CJ. Into no Diana Coberto now by the New Patriotic Party. She distanced herself. The appropriateness of it is our contention, not the legality of it necessarily.
Fast forward to 2020, the CJ then chaired the election petition panel.
Who sent the matter to court?
The NDC.
Absolutely. So it is different. So even in court, we had cause to even